I look like a frat boy. Hello, it's your number one Hoshi Sado and Travis Mayweather fans. And we're here because we're upset.
We're not upset.
We're upset. We're upset at Subspace Transmissions and their very low ranking of Hoshi Sado and Travis Mayweather on their list we have right here. We wrote down every character so that we didn't get stuck on our version of the list. But we did remove all the ones from the new shows because it's unfair to rank the characters from shows that are still going on against characters from shows that have ended. So, we're only doing...
So sorry, Rios, you can't be number one.
And sorry, Elnor, you can't be as high ranking as I want you to be. So we're definitely not biased with our merch. Enterprise ain't even my favorite. DS9. So we're only doing characters from shows that have finished. They had their full run, either, like, how many seasons was the original series?
3.
Less than
But they got
Enterprise.
movies.
I thought they would be more than Enterprise, but...
And they got an animated series, those characters.
Right. Always forget about the animated series. Anyway, we have our 41 named characters that are named in their front credits thing, like Subspace Transmissions did it. So should we just get on with it?
Sure, you can start.
Okay. Go
Or
on.
every other one.
I'm gonna have to rank the worst.
Sorry, not sorry.
We're not sorry about ranking. Number 41. Kirk.
I'm alone.
Self-explanatory. We don't really need to explain why he's last place. William Shatner plays him. He's a bit better in the alternate universe Kelvin timeline movies. I like that Pine. I like Pine better as Kirk.
It's a good choice.
But, still not good enough to save him.
I just don't like him.
He's the worst captain.
Number 40. Neelix.
Whoever you are, I found this waste zone first.
Pedophile.
Every time he comes on the scream, I want to scream. Kess was 2. Move along, buddy.
Kes was 1.
Kess was 1 when you met her. And kidnapped her from her home world.
Might not have been 1 when they met. She was just 1 at the start of the show. And...
I'd like to think he gets better.
No.
But no.
I
Sorry.
haven't even finished Voyager.
I have.
I last finished Voyager when I was like a child. I don't remember any of it.
And just so you don't think we're biased towards Enterprise. Next.
Oh, Reed. Number 39.
See, you were looking at my hands when you should have been looking at my eyes.
Reed? I'm gonna continue on my whole thing about Hayes. Hayes made Reed's character a bit better. And when Hayes wasn't in the show anymore, Reed went right back down to the bottom. Hayes could have saved the character if Rick Burnham wasn't a coward.
Okay. 38. Kess. Sorry. I just didn't like your character. I thought the actress was phenomenal. I thought there were some good performances.
Her scream in that one episode where she melted Tuvok's face off, incredible. I love that one.
Yeah.
That sent shivers down my spine.
I
But.
just didn't like the character. Sorry.
Number 37, Tasha Yar.
Drugs can make you feel good.
Probably just because she didn't get enough time.
Yeah. I mean, Esri also didn't get enough time, and she's pretty high up. But...
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
there's a personal thing with Esri. Tasha Yar didn't hit me. I didn't really get her. I didn't get what she was about. I can't name a personality trait.
I might just be slightly jealous.
That she got to fuck Data?
Shut up. Tuvok, number 36.
Well, you're supposed to blow out the candle.
That is not a Vulcan custom.
Sorry.
Easily the weakest of the crew.
Yeah, I just couldn't really get behind his character.
It's better than Neelix.
Love the actor.
It's better than Neelix, and Tuvix was horrible.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
The worst character in Star Trek in general, Tuvix. Number 35, Uhura.
Be wary, be wary.
Yeah, we don't hate her.
Definitely don't.
She just didn't make the top of the list.
Did not make the top. I love her in the movies, though.
For a moment there, I thought you were just a dumb hick who only has sex with farm animals.
She's badass in the movies. I haven't seen the original series. I refuse to watch William Shatner on anything. So...
I have watched the original series, I have watched all the movies, and I just don't think they did enough with her that they could have. Number 34, Poor Scotty.
No one has to tell an old Aberdeen pub crawler how to applaud, Captain.
Great in the movies.
Do you have any idea how ridiculous it is to hide a starship on the bottom of the ocean?
I'm gonna just relate every original series character to their counterpart in the movies.
Sorry, we're just not big TOS fans.
I don't like TOS. And William Shatner is probably why. And I know I shouldn't just hate a show because of one actor in it, but I just hate him so much. But
Now I love this next actor. A lot as an actor, but character-wise,
Worf.
I am Worf, son of Moog.
I don't get the whole hype of weighing an entire show around him.
yeah, I just didn't get
Wasn't-
into
isn't
episodes centered around him. Weren't my
isn't-
favorite.
Isn't he like legally banned from being a captain?
I don't
Because
know.
he fired on a civilian ship.
I don't know. You analyzed DS9 way more than I do. 32, we got Sulu.
All hands, this is the captain. Secure stations and batten down the hatches.
He's gay, so he made it a bit higher than he would have.
So glad you guys could come.
Once again, with the Reed thing, Reed would have been much higher
If he had just hooked up with Hayes.
if he just hooked up with Hayes. But Sulu, he's just not much to him. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The only thing he's got going for him is his husband and daughter. Number 31, Tom Paris.
Observer. Oh, hell, I'm the best pilot you could have.
Our Starfleet frat boy.
Yeah. I like his relationship with Molana.
That's the only
That's
redeeming
about
part
it.
about him.
Yeah, otherwise not a big fan. Number 30, Jake Cisco.
Hey, watch it. There's nothing wrong with our philosophy. We work to better ourselves and the rest of humanity.
I love Jake Cisco, but he's not great. I love what they did with him. Like him not going into Starfleet just because his dad is, and wanting to be a writer, and literally risking war to be a writer.
I just diss him because of his wardrobe. The kid wears a bus seat.
Number 29, Riker.
Yeah, I realize I really like a lot of Riker episodes, but just don't really like Riker.
Yeah. I like the one episode DS9 where not Riker shows up.
Spoiler alert.
Not Riker.
Number 28.
Mhm.
We have my 12-year-old crush, Wesley.
Sir, I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but...
Shut up, Wesley!
I don't get all the hate for Wesley.
I don't either. I like Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley's pretty cool. So apparently we listed 2 people at 28, so we forgot one of them. So 28B is Jordy.
28 or 38?
It was 28.
28.
Yeah.
My bad, cut.
We ship down, then kick hard into warp 9. Yeah, come back fighting. Woo-wee!
Sorry, Geordi.
Now, is Geordi better or worse than Wesley?
I think we had Geordi just slightly better than Wesley.
Okay. So, 28A is Geordi, 28B is Wesley.
And we do love Geordi, we do.
Yeah, it's just I accidentally listened them both as 28, so...
And then we finished recording, we're like, whoops. We forgot Geordi. Kind of like the show did.
27, Quark.
Come to Quark's Crush is fun. Come right now. Don't walk. Run!
Garbage Rat Man. I love him.
I hate Ferengis.
Quark.
Just don't like Ferengis. I don't like Ferengi episodes.
You missed a really good Ferengi episode I watched today when they went to Roswell.
That was funny.
That was a great episode.
Yes.
I also like the one where they trade the Vora for their mom. The only two good Ferengi episodes. And Negus.
Okay, 26, we got Beverly.
You've got to get into the spirit of things. Learn to be spontaneous. Live in the moment. Do something unexpected. Get it? Good.
I like Beverly, alright. She's just not my favorite. We're kind of in that whole middle of the list now where it's like, we like them, we don't hate them.
Yeah,
They're just not our favorites.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got to the We Don't Hate Him by Uhura.
Yeah, pretty much.
by number 35, we got into that we don't hate them. But number 25, O'Brien.
Obviously, the first thing we should do is to take this translator here and...
In the transporter room.
I have that shirt.
I have that book.
Yeah. It's like 25 pages of just one panel.
We let him out of the transporter room.
This ship, I don't know how DS9 survives after Season 7 with O'Brien going to Starfleet Academy. The station is just gonna crumble without him. We all know that one episode where O'Brien's gone for like one day and the ship's about to blow up. But, he basically just stays the same the entire time. So, like, he's a static character.
Alright, 24, we got Troy.
Counselor, I would appreciate some support in this matter.
Durango. I'm called Durango.
I put Troy a little higher than some people might because, well, who do they always turn to? Why is there a counselor on the bridge? Oh, I don't know, because she saves your ass all the time.
They really needed that counselor on the bridge when they ran into that one dumb alien.
Yes, exactly.
And she walks...
Make us go.
She walks onto the ship and it's like... She walks onto the ship too late and goes...
The ship. She walks onto the bridge.
She walks onto the bridge
She's
too
like, oh,
late.
hell no.
And it's like,
Don't
why is Geordi down there?
Our precious little Geordi. I loved her in Picard too. I thought she was great in there.
Number 23, Kira Nuris.
This party will continue until further notice on the personal authority of the station's first officer, who just happens to be me.
I like Kira. I don't have anything against her. I just don't like her as much as the rest of the list.
I did not like her at the beginning of DS9. I had a very kind of strong dislike to her, but like as the show went on, I actually started liking her a bit more.
Yeah, I definitely liked her more as she went on. So if it was just a one season of DS9 and we had to rank her, she'd be low. Which is why we're not ranking the new ones.
That's why we're not ranking the new ones. Discovery might have the most substance out of all the new ones because there's 3 seasons, but it's still not ended. For all we know, Booker could piss us off next season.
That's true.
He would be pretty high up on the list, but season 4 could come along and he could fuck everything up and go right to the bottom. So...
Alright, so I gotta do 22 for the world to hate me. Okay. We didn't put him at the top, but we don't hate him. Spock.
Live long and prosper.
He's okay.
Yeah, and he's in a lot of Star Trek.
He's
in
a
lot.
lot.
To be in, like, all
He gets played by, like...
How many different people?
And one of them just grew a beard for no reason.
Knowing her death was unavoidable would not provide solace. You also learn that you are the Red Angel, which does not make logical sense despite its correlation to your emotional profile.
That was the worst Spock. The best Spock is in the movies.
If I may adopt a parlance with which you are familiar, I can confirm your theory to be horse shit.
I like the original series Spock alright too. I do. 21.
Phlox.
There's a medical emergency.
Emergency? Then call the doctor.
You're the doctor.
Amazing.
Yeah, we don't hate him.
Absolutely not. I think he's precious.
He's precious, but he's just one slot under the doctor at number 20.
Tuvok, I understand. You are a Vulcan man. You have just gone without for 7 years about.
His sass. Keeps him up there.
I still don't like him.
His character growth.
I haven't gotten to the part where I'm supposed to like him yet.
I think you're gonna like him soon. I do.
Number 19. Chekhov.
Where's Apollo? He disappeared again, like the cat in that Russian story.
Don't you mean the English story, the Cheshire Cat?
Cheshire? No, sir. Minsk, perhaps,
All right.
I think that's the highest of the original series.
Nope.
Oh, no,
Nope.
it's not.
We got my favorite original series coming up, but I think the movie Chekhov kind of put him up more than the TOS.
I can do that. I can do that.
Definitely.
We really enjoyed him.
I love the movie, the Kelvin Timeline Chekhov. I think it's hilarious how he's introduced and he's like, how old are you? 17. And Bones is like, it's all your fault, Kirk, that a 17-year-old is on the ship.
And then speaking of 17, 7 comes in at number 18.
This activity is truly unproductive.
That was really stupid.
I just got to 7 on Voyager. On my rewatch of Voyager, just got to her.
I like 7 a lot. I like 7-centered episodes.
Also great in Picard.
Yes, I know people like to hate her in Picard, but everybody I know who hates her in Picard isn't a woman and doesn't have a kid. So,
I mean, I'm not a woman and I
saying.
don't have a kid, and I love 7 in Picard.
Okay, good.
But like,
you can stay here. I won't kick you out.
Number 17, Cisco.
And you still lost the game. You are absolutely right. And I couldn't be happier. Quark! A round of drinks for the house on my tab.
Mr. Baseball Dad. Not the best captain ever, no. But amazing character. I love his goatee and his bald head. That's the best. That's the best Cisco. I cannot picture season 1 Cisco leading the war on the Dominion.
Yeah, I like Cisco. I like his relationship with Jake.
I love his relationship with Jake. And I love that one episode going back to the 60s. Breaks my heart.
He does.
And I think it's very cool that they made the point of Cisco. Like, they wrote in Cisco to make a point without it being, like, too forced representation. Like, people are claiming Michael Burnham is, but she's not.
No. Number 16, we got my favorite TOS, Bones.
I'm a doctor, not a coal miner.
Bones.
I liked him in the original series. I loved him in the movies.
Well, at least I won't die alone.
Well, that's just typical.
I love him in the movies.
Sassy.
I love how he's introduced going like, no, I don't want to be here. And then he vomits.
Alright, you need to defend number 15, because it's all you.
Oh god. Okay. Harry Kim?
Say it like you mean it.
Harry Kim!
Sorry.
Absolutely. I do not have any regrets putting him so high on the list. And I don't know why I love Harry Kim so much. Maybe it's just the actor.
The actor is great.
Yeah, the actor is amazing. Goes to Roswell sometimes.
I went to Roswell once, yep.
Yeah. And, you manned this booth once, right?
Nope, I helped out.
Okay. Okay, I
ain't taking over anything.
But you helped!
I helped. I folded t-shirts. Alright, one step... Oh shit, I got southern. One step above Harry Kim, we now have Captain Picard.
This is Jean-Luc Picard, Captain of the Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into the characters that we really like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he's 14...
He's still up there. And he's pretty good in the self-titled show.
Yeah. I like him in the movies.
He's okay in the movies.
I like him in the series.
Then again, I don't really like the Next Generation movies, but I do like the one with the Borg because that brings out a lot of Picard, like the whole conflict between the Borg. I don't like the Borg in the movie as much. I really rather prefer to watch the movie just on Earth.
Those scenes were good.
Those scenes were the best.
Here's
ones.
another one you gotta defend yourself on.
Oh, Ezri Dax.
You're probably asking yourself, who is this person? How did she get the symbiont? Do I even want another Dax in my life? Does she always talk this much?
Of course she's up high. I related to her the second she popped on screen and being like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That's like her first line, and I was immediately like, I love her.
I like her. I don't hate her.
Yeah, I do also love her in the Mirror Universe. I think she's really badass in the Mirror Universe. Badass lesbian.
Speaking of loving women, I love this one. Number 12, Molana.
I only came down here because you tricked me into that stupid bet.
Would you watch it? You could take somebody's head off with that thing.
I don't know what it is necessarily. I think it's her struggle with her Klingon side, her growth as a character. I like her episodes.
Yeah, she's quickly becoming one of my favorites too. But this next one is my second favorite of Voyager. Chakotay.
And if you want to keep doing it the Maquis way, that's fine with me. We can do that tomorrow, the next day, every day until you report to Lieutenant Tuvok.
If we remove all the horrible Native American stereotypes and representation...
And take away the Peruvian flute every time he walks on set.
He's a great character.
Yes. Yes.
It does get funny to... It is funny to, like, mock how horrible he is for representation.
How stereotyped it is, yeah.
Yeah, the flute.
But that's only... I feel like that kind of goes away as the show develops more.
Yeah,
Maybe we don't have the generic medicine wheel that doesn't match any actual culture.
We lost the flute.
We lose the flute.
The flute was very jarring the first time we heard it.
Ooh, and we are into the top 10.
Okay, you go with
my favorite Vulcan to Paul.
We can't save humanity without holding on to what makes us human. Those were your words to me.
I just love her.
I think Vulcans have no right calling themselves unemotional when they have so much sass.
Yes. I believe she is the sassiest.
Well, yeah, definitely. But also, like, her whole thing in The Expanse, that was incredible for her character.
Yeah, I loved her. Right, number 9.
Travis Mayweather.
When I was a kid, we called it the sweet spot. Every ship's got one.
The reason the ship goes so far.
Best pilot.
Best pilot.
Saves their asses over and over.
And also just a cinnamon roll. He's the only sane one on the ship.
Makes a snow Vulcan.
I thought it was Reed that made the snow Vulcan.
Yeah, they did it together.
They did it together. They both made snow men.
We don't like Reed. Remember, he's down low, so it's all Travis.
It's all Travis. Travis does everything. Reed does nothing.
Yeah, growing up on a freighter ship, finding his little sweet spot to go hang upside down, his friendship with Hoshi. Yeah. I really like that character a lot.
Mm-hmm. On to another Enterprise.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Yes, my Captain Archer.
We're going to stumble, make mistakes, I'm sure more than a few before we find our footing. But we're going to learn from those mistakes. That's what being human is all about.
I love that captain.
That Archer was like the first captain to go into space. So like, of course, he's like the one that goes like, I don't know what to do. he just has to say, trip, stop it. And that's like his entire role.
I don't know.
But he has some of the best quotes.
He does. He has the best speeches. That
Absolutely.
just, I have to watch them over and over again.
I think I made one. I made one of the things for my senior quote. I don't know which one they're going to choose. I submitted 38 because I couldn't choose between the three. One of them was Bashir's. Why did the people in the 21st century let it get so bad? Then Archer's, we're human, we make mistakes. And then Frank Turner, not Star Trek, but Frank Turner, I took a battering, but I got thicker skin. The best people I know are looking out for me. Okay, speaking of Bashir, number 7, Bashir!
And I'm aware that I have a tendency to run off at the mouth sometimes. Is that a fact? I suppose it's just a nervous habit. I hope you don't hold it against me.
That was my decision. I don't know, there's just... The minute I saw him, I was like, I love him.
It's not love at first sight for me. But by the end of Deep Space Nine, I did like him. I did.
Yeah, I think I do have a Tumblr post explaining my love for Bashir, but it's attached to other people's posts about their love for Bashir. So, it's basically just me adding on my own stuff, but I agree with all the other people that posted along with it.
Number 6, one of my very first girl crushes, Jadzia.
You used to be Curzon Dax.
That's right. And I don't usually dress like this either.
Curzon's name is an honored one among my people.
Look, Ajik Chimtala.
I love watching her. I love her character, I love her free-spiritedness, I love her love for everyone, her positivity. She's everybody's friend, she's fun. You can count on her when you need her, though. It's everything about her.
Okay, 3 DS9 characters in a row. Number 5, Odo. We're in the top 5, and he's number 5. Amazing character. I feel bittersweet about his departure from the show.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, if someone's watching this video, they've probably seen every Star Trek.
Okay.
But, because, like, who else is going to care about ranking characters than people that have seen every Star Trek?
Yeah, I agree. I love Odo. He was one of the first ones I loved when I first started watching Deep Space Nine. I was like, this character that I loved.
Mm-hmm.
But not as much as I love number 4. My Hoshi.
It's up to me to try to translate. I'm sure I don't have to tell you, it can be really hard sometimes. One wrong word can mean the difference between saying, take my hand or take my life. So far, I've managed to do pretty well.
Hoshi Sado. As we say at the beginning of the video where Hoshi Sado and Travis Mayweather stands.
Yes, she is amazing.
The first human to get laid on Ryza.
I love that she's terrified, but she does it anyway. All the fears that she overcomes.
I love her.
Just the ability to learn languages like that. It's just insane. And how many times she saves their asses over and over and over again.
And only gets recognition for it.
Yeah, and gets like no credit.
It gets like the only time she ever gets recognition for how much she saved the ship is when she and Trip are about to die, and Trip's like, you know what, you're really smart, and she's like, thank you.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, now that we're dying, I should probably tell you that, you're pretty awesome.
At least they gotta live through that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we get the last episode, 10 years fast forward in the future, still an ensign? What the fuck?
Like, everyone is like the same rank they were at the beginning of the show. Like, 10 years out there and, like, no one gets promoted. Especially with all the shit they've been through. They've saved the fucking... They saved the fucking planet.
The universe, the galaxy.
And no one gets promoted. Okay, number 3, Trip.
Perhaps the next step would have been to meet her holographic parents. If I'm not mistaken, on some planets, that's a precursor to marriage.
We took a ride in a rowboat.
Mr. Tucker.
Mr. Tucker.
Good old Southern boy.
I did not like Trip at the beginning.
I love Trip.
I don't know, he...
Okay.
Yeah.
He just starts off arrogant, but, he learns. But I just think he was a great representation of what humans would be when they first get out into space.
He constantly has to be...
Judgmental. He's the reason they wrote the Prime Directive.
He's constantly being told to stop meddling in alien affairs.
Yes, but at the same time, you can count on. There's nothing he wouldn't do for any of his crew members.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And apparently he's, someone that the ship needs the most because they were willing to make a trip to save him.
I know! Apparently nobody else could do his job.
We're getting into the top 2.
Top 2. We thought about this.
We thought about this. You won. So, but because of how we did this, you have to name my number 1.
His number 1, my number 2, number 2 on the list, Captain Janeway.
I'm Captain Catherine Janeway of the United Federation of Planets.
Absolutely.
The
Best
best
captain.
captain.
Best captain.
Battle stations.
Battle stations.
That was... The way she just says battle stations and nothing else. Not red alert.
She takes no bullshit.
And she's always the last to fire.
Yeah, she always tries to work out a peaceful solution. She doesn't fall for anything. She works hard with her crew. She takes into their account their expertise and what they need.
She's just amazing.
She loves coffee. I love coffee.
I don't love coffee, but, it's funny.
She's just the mom.
She is the mom.
The dad.
Mom and dad, and they don't get together, and I'm upset.
I'm not upset. I love that they just have a good friendship.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. I don't hate it too much, but I do think that they should have. But...
Yeah, amazing.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing, but just not quite as amazing as...
I'm pretty sure you guys figured it out, watchers, because he's the one character we haven't named. Her number 1, my number 2, number 1 on the list, Mr. Data.
And you must talk to him. Tell him he is a pretty cat. And a good cat.
Data is just by far the best character.
His ode to Spot.
Ever, in anything, ever.
Loves his cat. Yes. Well, apparently loves his 3 cats that he named all Spot.
I think it's just one cat that just likes,
I like to believe
go
that...
through the replicator and change its fur and change its gender and, whatever.
I like to think he has 3 cats and he just named all of them Spot. Every single cat he gets is just Spot.
Yeah, it was instant love in the first season. How he develops, how he grows, how he supposedly has no emotion yet has this huge capacity for caring.
His Sherlock Holmes novels.
His obsessions, the way he just geeks out on everything. He's like, we're gonna go play, I'm gonna get the hat, I'm gonna get the pipe, let's go.
He doesn't even have to be told to dress up for the holodeck. He will do it himself.
Picard, you're playing Dixon Hill? Let me join. I love it when he takes over the holodeck and becomes every single character when Worf and his son are trying to be in the Old West.
Including a love interest.
Yes.
I bet he had tons of fun doing that.
Yeah, everything in the movies and the new Picard.
In Picard, the robot cat. And android cat, Spot.
Yes, Spot too.
Spot can live forever now.
I love everything about Data.
So there's our top 41. In under 30 minutes. Maybe when Discovery is done, I really hope it's soon. I don't think I can take 7 seasons of Michael Burnham.
The Michael Burnham Show.
It's just the Michael Burnham Show.
I wouldn't mind ranking each of the characters in the new series on their own.
Yeah. Maybe like just add them,
and then
stuff them into the list when we rank them. as a show together, because Booker might be number one.
Is he in the front opening? He must be.
He should be.
Because he made the other list. Now when Jet Reno gets there.
Jet Reno, number one. And hopefully Jet Reno gets there. Hopefully Adira gets there. I would hate for Adira to never be in the front credits so that I can't put them at number one. On the Discovery cast. I would die for Adira. And their space dads. So, when Picard ends, when Lower Decks ends, we'll add them onto when Strange New Worlds starts.
And
Prodigy, which we haven't gotten any promo pictures of. So I have no idea what it's even going to look like. Which, Lower Decks was great. And I really hope everyone that had low expectations has a horrible day.
Okay.
I really hope everyone that thinks that it's garbage we don't need has a very horrible day.
I don't. I wish everyone a wonderful day all the time. Even if you diss my Picard.
No, fuck you if you diss Lower Decks. Stan Rutherford. He's the best.
He is the best.
He is the best. We can agree on that.
Alright, in this... Is that our in shot?